Hello, people, and we got to talk about something. I think Solana, BNB, AVAX, and XRP might be set to surge, and there's reasons for either, but they all tie back to Ethereum. Now, the Denkin upgrade happened, and if you look at the amount of money it actually takes to do a swap, hasn't really helped that much. If you see Ethereum fee tracker, Ethereum.io, 42 GWay right now, pretty average, and 35 GWay low, 35 GWay low, 35 GWay average, 35 GWay high. So it's 35 GWay right now. That might be looking like $2.51, but featured actions, if you want to do a swap, it's $43. If you want to do an NFT sale, it's $74. Bridging's $14, and borrowing's $37.22. So although the layer 2 gas fees have been kind of resolved, the layer 1 gas fees, which by the way were always the main problem and the main complaint, have not been resolved at all. And it still costs an arm and a leg to do a lot of transactions. So there's a lot of people that actually want to do these transactions like swap, NFT sell, bridging, and they don't want anything to do with the Ethereum ecosystem because they some of them are a little bit confused about do I have to bridge this? Do I have to swap that? And am I doing base 2 Ethereum or base 1 Ethereum? They don't want to deal with all that. They would just want to go to another chain. And that originates why all of these coins are going up. Now, Solana is benefiting the most right now out of all of this. Why is that? Because it's the biggest one. It has liquidity. And, there's a thriving ecosystem. So the meme coins that aren't on Solana are definitely suffering a lot more than the ones that are on Solana right now. I expect all the stuff to come up, but the ones that aren't on Solana are definitely not doing as well as the ones on Solana. And a lot of the stuff is flowing into Solana, so that's obviously going to do well. It's done very, very well throughout this retrace. It's actually hit like local highs during this retrace, and I expect Bitcoin, when it comes back up, it'll bring Solana really rallying with it. And talking about that, despite the downturn, Bitcoin investment products see another $2.9 billion worth of inflow. So the total assets managed by crypto exchange traded notes have eclipsed $100 billion. But that's not the ETFs, that's like exchange notes. So United States spot Bitcoin investment products had another record weekly inflow. So just record weekly inflow of $2.9 billion. They're eating this up like crazy right now. And they're not slowing down. Like the inflows are becoming bigger and bigger and bigger as time goes on, as more and more institutions come in. And these are multi-billion-dollar institutions that are buying Bitcoin. So the bull run is going to actually continue. Now, yes, this week we might have a small kind of like dipper, and that is the FOMC meeting today. Not meeting on Wednesday, where Jerome Powell is going to say that inflation has not come down as expected, and he's going to delay lowering the interest rates even further. That is almost 100% guaranteed what he's going to do. However, that's only kind of temporary. I do expect us to go down this week and then revive during the weekend or possibly next week because we are going to a new all-time high, most likely before the halving, and if not before the halving, soon after the halving. And when Bitcoin grows, the rest of everything else is going to grow. So that's the long-term prospects on everything. But it's not only Solana that's doing well. BNB is also doing very, very well. Now, BNB, I think there's some legal issues, but people are getting over the scare of that, and they're going back to BSC. So I expect PancakeSwap, the other BSC protocols, plus some of the BNB meme coins to actually come up. Because remember, even though BNB is entirely centralized, and yes, it is entirely centralized, there's still a lot of apps running on it. People will still use it because of the cheap fees and the quickness of BNB. And plus, Binance also has their exchange to support the entire thing. And plus, they are using the profits to buy back BNB coins and burn them. So I don't think they're going to be completely taken down by governments, and they're going to remain in high demand because they are still the biggest exchange in the world. So BNB will benefit from a lot of the same reasons as Solana. And I think some of the game is going to come back into BNB, and it's going to soon get past its all-time high, especially when Bitcoin starts to go back up. XRP is going to go up because they're going to introduce the AMMs, and there's a lot of hype and FOMO coming into it. Now, XRP, if you look at the liquidity column, it still has more liquidity than most other coins around its market cap. Solana's past it right now, but it still has more than BNB, has more than Cardano, and and AVAX and the rest of everything else. Because XRP is listed on a lot of centralized exchanges. So that gives it a liquidity advantage. Brad Garlinghouse and co. have been very busy getting it on hundreds of exchanges. However, it doesn't have the AMMs yet. It's not coming until the 22nd, which is Friday. But once it comes, there could be some locking in terms of XRP AMMs. Now, the FOMO is going to last for a while, and especially if a bit starts pumping it, it definitely can get pretty good. So you might actually see XRP go to like 70 cents, maybe slightly higher because of the FOMO. I don't think that's going to last too long because XRP still doesn't have smart contracts and it's really not built for it. So there's still certain functionalities like auto rebalancing on DeFi that it can't do. And I'm not really sure like how many people are going to make like meme coins or other projects on XRP. But however, anyone can make projects on it and they could be looking towards liquidity on XRP as well to make some of those meme coins. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if XRP starts growing like that. It does. The transactions are fast. They are cheap. They're finally getting AMMs in DeFi. And although like the Ripple team does not prioritize third-party development like they should, I think the only one on there is WheatSwin. I do think like there's certain developers that can take advantage of this and really bring like some like meme coins or some DeFi stuff to XRP once they get the AMMs. So look at that kind of event and you can see a bit of a pump on that because I do think AMMs and DeFi are kind of like the kind of like the starting point to get the price up there. But I don't think the XRP ecosystem is going to be quite as dynamic as the other ones because of the lack of smart contracts, which is a major, major feature on other platforms. Cardano, like they got USDM, but I'm not really sure how that's going to play. The liquidity is going to build very slowly, so it might be kind of a slow rise. Cardano already has the meme coins and the DeFi protocols, obviously, but hopefully they get the liquidity to grow really, really large. AVAX is definitely like drawing a lot of attention. It's the next one after Solana and BNB to get attention. It's doing very, very, very well right now at this point. And I think it's going to continue to do well. It's also fast. It has the protocols. Most of them are multi-chain, but people are making meme coins. They're making DeFi protocols and other projects on it. And it's going to suck up some of the liquidity that Ethereum has. So AVAX, for the same reasons, it's going to do very well. And I think people are starting to concentrate on it right now. Going further down the list, I really do like Near. And Near, obviously, because the NVIDIA conference is coming on right now, I don't know if I would buy it at this moment, especially with BTC. I think there might be a slight retrace after the conference ends, and I would hold my BTC and trade for Near afterwards. But I don't think you're losing too much, so if you buy it right now, it's not that big of a deal. I still think you're profiting a lot from it. Near's ecosystem is growing, and anyone can make projects on it. So I'm guessing like, meme coins and also like DeFi and other applications are coming to it as well. It's down to 14.09 on the 24 hours, but that's because of the buy the rumor, sell the news stuff. I might wait a day or two more for the maybe like a week more for the sell the news to really, really come into action, especially if I'm holding Bitcoin and I'm considering buying it. And but I do think it will do very, very well soon. So Near is definitely you need to watch, and it has more ROI potential than the bigger chains. Also, like memes like Black Dragon. If you see a meme on Near that's fairly small that has a good icon and a catchy name, maybe pour like $100 into that because that's something I could see blow up as Near goes up the rankings. When these main chains go up the rankings, some of these meme coins go up the rankings too, and you got to take that opportunity while you can if you want like a really high multiplier. I've said I really like HBAR before, but it is a permission chain, and until they get like non-permission nodes, I think the growth will be somewhat contained because people would just rather not have any oversight and build projects on other chains. HBAR is one I'm actually going to look at, but until it gets like non-permission nodes, I think I'm going to hold back on that for right now. But it's a pretty good pickup as well. So right now, that's why I think Solana, BNB, XRP, AVAX, and Near might actually burst out and have really high performance in the next couple of days, next couple of weeks. And those are actually going to be ones that if you're looking for an L1, more solid L1, you're going to kind of like invest in. Solana, I think, might be the one that's the most obvious. Near is the one with the biggest ROI. But all those that I mentioned definitely have a lot of potential to go up a lot very shortly. So hope you enjoy this segment. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.